All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, and good to be with everybody again here tonight in this esteemed office. I think we're going to start doing this a lot more frequently than we have before over these last 4 years. Before I start this evening's comments, I do want to comment briefly about this morning's FTC ruling on no compete clauses in contracts. Let me just say this first and foremost. I believe in a person's right to choose where they work. I firmly believe that that's one of our freedoms we have in this country. But this non-compete, the limiting of the non-compete clause in employee contracts also puts a hardship on employers who are relying on commitments from their employees. It's almost as if your word doesn't mean anything anymore. I know in the teaching profession, teachers have to sign contracts on a yearly basis. And when you get that offer letter in the beginning of summer and you sign it, it's a commitment that you're going to be at that school this next year. That's the way I've always have done that. Your signature is your word. But oftentimes what happens is, I'm not just saying this in education, but I'm saying in other fields as well. And for example, I'll use the example of education. You sign that offer letter, let's say in July. In August, a better deal comes along. You move to that better job, but you have foregone your commitment. I believe there's a problem there. And it may be just my upbringing, but I think your word is your bond. And when you sign a commitment, it's your word that you're going to abide by that commitment. So I do again support a person's right to choose where they work, but not at the sake of hurting an employer. I think this is going to affect employers going forward, and I do not think that was a very wise ruling, and I would use everything in my power under my administration to eliminate that ruling from the FTC. But anyway, it is an honor to convene with you today to delve into the dynamics of our nation's economy. As we gather here, we're confronted with the task of navigating through uncertain times and charting a course that leads to prosperity for all. Our discussions here today are pivotal. We stand at a juncture where every decision we make carries weight, impacting lives of millions. Together, we must assess the current landscape of our economy with clarity and foresight. Tonight, we'll analyze the trends in employment, inflation, and growth, dissecting the data to discern underlying patterns and potential pitfalls. It's imperative that we grasp the nuances of our economic landscape to devise strategies that promote resilience and sustainability. Yet, our deliberations extend beyond mere analysis. We're here to brainstorm, to innovate, to challenge conventional wisdom, and to dare to envision a future where economic opportunities abound for every citizen. And bottom line, that's what it is. Think about where we were 4 years ago at this time. 15% unemployment. We were locked down in our homes. And people were out of work. The Congress had to institute a payroll protection program to ensure that people were getting money into their accounts so that our economy did not collapse. We were on the brink. Now look where we are. We're at 3.7% unemployment. There are 1.6 jobs available for every citizen in this country. 1.6 jobs available for every citizen. And yet there's people out there that are still concerned about prices. And let me explain the situation on prices. And this comes this comes about because you remember that during the pandemic, a lot of I want to say a lot of the minimum wage employees wanted the minimum wage increased. Well, as a result of that, when you increase minimum wage pay, who's going to pick up the increase? It's going to be the consumer. So that is where your increases are coming from. But overall, if you look at the economy, our economy is the best it's been in years. In years, unemployment is the lowest it's been in 50 years, at least 50 years. The economy is in good shape. Could we do more? Yeah, we could. I've said for almost 4 years now that I wanted a 3% unemployment rate. We have got real close to it. Will we ever achieve that? I don't. At this point, I'm not sure, but we are getting close to it. So when people say our economy is bad, I kind of question that. When it's let's look at the jobs. I just mentioned there's 1.6 jobs available for every American in this country. Let's look at the unemployment, 3 point in the threes. I mean, where is that bad? 4 years ago, it was bad. 4 years ago, we were at 15% unemployment. 4 years ago, businesses were shutting down. 4 years ago, people were rioting on the streets. That's where we were. This is where we are now. We're much better than we were 4 years ago. And so what I want to do by convening this council is I want to work out more ideals and come up with some more solutions on how we can keep this economy booming. This economy is booming, and for anybody to say it's not, they need to read the papers. They need to read. They need to visit the websites and look at the news. The economy is the best it's been in a long time. So as we convene this session tonight, uh, I'm optimistic that we can achieve what we can achieve when we unite our talents and insights. Let today mark the beginning of a concerted effort to steer our economy towards greater prosperity and promise. And I thank you for your commitment to this noble endeavor. Together, let us forge a path that leads to a shared prosperity and brighter tomorrow for all Americans. So let's get this started. And Press, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.